What's going on, college football fans? It's Aaron Murray from the Mac and Murray College Football Show, and we're going into the film room this time, studying John Mateer, quarterback for Oklahoma, and their victory against the Tennessee Volunteers. So, got a bunch of really good tape, some things that we like, and there's a lot of things that need to be improved. But a win's a win, so we always like teaching tape off a win rather than a loss. Let's dive right into it. And we're going to get right on the first play of the game. Little what we call the RPO, run pass option. It's a numbers game. Y'all hear it over and over again, but let's diagram the numbers. So defensively, you got your 4 defensive linemen, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you got linebackers, 5, 6, and then a 7th defender right there. So you had 5 offensive linemen plus a tight end. That's 6 for 7 blockers. This is when you throw the screen to the outside. So these are the options. Quarterback, hey, they got too many in the box to block. Let's just throw a screen to this guy, and then he catches it, and then really, this is the next defender or one of these linebackers. But this is what it is meant for, to really have the advantage on the offense when a defense wants to crowd the box. So Mateer, right there, throw it. You got 2 for 1. Throw the football. He hands it off into a crowded box, and it's a minimum gain. So just not a good read to start. Maybe it was a, hey, man, I don't care what the box count is. We're going to hand it off and run it. Maybe situation. I don't know. But that's one that I'm throwing every single time as a quarterback. All right, one of our favorite route concepts on the show. It's your old hitch, fade, stick concept. So we're going to get hitch, fade versus man, and then you'll have a stick by your number 3. So alert on the fade if you like it. If not, you're really working outside in. So 1 to 2. I believe they end up going cover 2. So we don't like the fade versus cover 2 because you're going to get safety at the top. We're going to get a cloud corner. So we really don't like the hitch either. Now it's up to this receiver to kind of feel zone, throttle, and he's going to be our guy. Bam, ball comes out really. He threw a few of these in this game that the ball's out on time, accurate. He likes seeing this. He throws it well, and a really nice completion there versus cover 2. One of the big issues I have with Oklahoma is just the lack of like really dynamic playmakers. It's 3rd and 6. It's man-to-man coverage. We're going to get our basic mesh concept here, which is great versus man-to-man coverage, and no one is able to get open at all. So mesh, he's crossing, he's crossing. I think he's running a wheel. He should run something over the middle of the field. But really, you're hoping to get some sort of rub with the 2 receivers and no separation at all. I mean, everyone's just gloved. Nothing there for the quarterback. I will say this is going to be one of the themes of the ball game for John Mateer. Actually, probably stay with the high end zone on that one. Is the footwork is just so sloppy. It's never been great, but I feel like this was just on a different level of sloppiness. Let's go to the high end zone and watch it a little bit. Just very uncomfortable, doesn't get his feet set, not a lot of trust in the receivers, not a lot of trust in the offensive line, and the drop is just not very crisp. Like right there, there's step up this way, get up in the pocket, move this way. And it just feels like he was ready to bail as soon as he hit that 3rd step and get out of there. So I think just very sloppy footwork, throws off balance, just one of those, man, at some point, maybe even eat it too. Don't put the ball up for jeopardy. All right, pump screen to the post wheel. Actually, there's another one. His feet are all over the place, but they're going to pump it to the left. So you're going to pump this action, and then you're actually going to get a post. Let me get it on the screen. Post route right here. Post with a wheel. We're going to get some sort of quarters coverage over here. So this safety, if he jumps up, you're going to have the post route. So let's take a look. You got the pump. Now get up there, see what that safety does. Safety bit. As soon as he comes up at all, bam, bam. There's your guy right now. Throw this football across the field. Let him go win one-on-one. Sorry, it's like really shown on the screen, but that post route right there, throw it across the field. But let's go back to his footwork in the pocket. 1, 2, 3, bam. Look at like what are we doing? We're moving so much. Why are we moving? Why are we moving? It's a good pocket, and he's just the initial quick moves right. That all that movement takes your eyes away from what you need to be doing down the field. It takes your ability to rip the football away because you're moving too much. I just think he's a little erratic with his lower body right now. Bam, just settle. Look, his eyes drop too. It, just not good pocket awareness. All right, pump swing and then all go special off the stock blocks. This is one where like I feel like a month, 5 weeks ago when he before the injury, man, he's ripping this. So they're gonna pump it to the right, and then they're gonna get all go special. And he wants to throw the number 2 route. So this is number 2 in the inside, the number 2 receiver. He wants to rip it and he's hesitant. I think he's in motion. They're gonna pump him and then bam, come up with the once again the all go special. Number two's there. Just watch the number 2 receiver. We get the pump, the stocks, and then the go. He's got him. And he wants to rip it. I mean, he's right there. He's looking at it. He sees it. You'll see from the high end zone. He wants to throw this football, and he's hesitant. Ends up making a really good play with his legs. Never gonna be mad about that. But man, that could have been an explosive play through the air. You haven't had really a lot of them, and I think just was very hesitant. I don't know if he's scared to make a mistake. That's why his footwork's off too a little bit. But watch this right there. He wants to throw it. He wants to throw it. Just let that puppy go. Let it go. Another just example of the footwork is horrendous by Mr. Mateer. So let me get this a little bit more in screen for y'all. Go back real quick. There's just this nothing really to diagram play wise. Let's just watch his feet. Why are we drifting right? Why like what? Why are we drifting right in the pocket? And maybe we get a little bit even better in the high end zone. But just drop straight back. Stay in the pocket. I mean, look how far he drops. I mean, the ball is snapped here on the middle of the tee, and let's see where he ends up at the end of this drop. I mean, this is the pocket. This is the heart. Look at all that. That's a clean pocket. You drift to the right, you're going to bring trouble on yourself. You're screwing your right tackle because you're freaking moving this way. Stay in the pocket. Right there. Stay in the dang pocket. You're going to get yourself in trouble and you're going to make your offensive line look terrible. I was going to say even worse than they have been this year, but it's not helping when your quarterback's drifting into the right defensive end right there. A 6-man box handed off. He ends up throwing the Omaha. This just goes back to the RPO concept. When you have essentially man for a man, run the football. We have 5 offensive linemen plus this little H back. So that's 6. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll hear me if you hear me broadcast. I always talk about like 2 high, single high. When they're presenting a shell defense, so a 2 high defense, you hand the ball off unless this dude is in there. But I don't even care if they go cover 3 at the snap of the football. This guy right now is not going to make a play until it's like 3, 4 yards in the run play. So ends up throwing this Omaha route down here to the field, which is fine. But like, just play the numbers, man. I got 6 for 6 and then a runner. Let your running back. I know the running game has not been great, but still, you have to play by the numbers when they present themselves. He ends up throwing the Omaha route for minimal gain. We're going to get a little bit of a sail concept to the field here. Just high low. Going to end up getting single high coverage. Everything you want. So we're going to get the clear. We're gonna get this sail route, and then someone's in the flat. I don't know who it is, but one of these guys in the flat. He's your read key. Single high coverage. He's here, he's here, he's here. All right. He's your read key. Right now, he is what? Over 10 yards in depth away from the line of scrimmage? Right now, stay front side and take my check down. Just take my check down. And then the next time you call this play, maybe this guy comes up and you can throw it. But right now, this is cloudy. This guy is not getting out of there. This DB's, back here. Just take your medicine and move on. And he gets off of it and gets to nowhere. There's no route over here. There's no one over here. Where are we going? Stay front side. It's a simple read. It's a high-low read. DB backs up, flat defender backs up, bam, take my ball in the flat right now. But his feet are all over the damn place. All right, mesh concept, man to man once again, and you're going to see just no one is getting open. There's the mesh. We want to see maybe get these guys a little bit closer together. I've seen teams where they slap hands as they go to make sure they're essentially rubbing shoulder to shoulder. Way too much space between those two receivers. You get no separation with the DBs. They're just running on their hip essentially. All right, this is one of the few good jobs, good times. One of the few times he's done a good job. There you go. Run it back, getting through his reads properly. So it's going to be a stick concept to the field. So we got flat, stick. He's going to end up sitting, and then you're going to work your spacing back to the boundary. So it's just what we call a pure progression. It's kind of a 1A, 1B to the field. If you don't like it, then it's 2, 3, check down. So it's bam, bam. I don't like it. Reset, get back to 2, 3, check down. It's essentially just spacing, a spacing concept. So you have a concept to the field, and then you work spacing backside. He doesn't like it, gets back, bam, throws it. Really decisive. And you're also taught on spacing to retreat back because it's a quick 1-2, buy some time, and then throw the football. So actually, the footwork looked pretty darn good there on the concept. All right, we're gonna get another play. I think this is the last time I said enough's enough. I'm gonna get off of just the horrendous footwork we saw in this game, but just look at the footwork. Why are we drifting? Why are you drifted into the sack? Stop drifting. So right here, ball is on the hash. Okay, just for a reference point. Just settle. He's moving. He's drifting. He's drifting. He's drifting himself into trouble. There's just no definitive movement of this is my drop. This is my hitch. It's get back there and he's just gliding and moving way too much east and west instead of north and south up into the pocket. Sprint out to an out and up and with a curl on the outside. Really nice throw here. So essentially trying to get some sort of curl flat. So you're going to get the out and up. He's going to run a curl. You're going to get your flat. You're going to read the flat defender. He gets width. You got the curl. If he settles, you'll end up throwing the ball into the flat. He gets width. Really would love this to happen earlier. Like I hate the fact that these two guys are stacked on top of each other, really creating no real separation. This guy could technically, the hook player, not even the flat player, the hook player could cover both of them. But really good job waiting for the window, being patient, buying time. That ball's got to be caught. We're gonna get a little slant flat backside. We love slant flats for single high. We like it versus man. We like it versus cover three. And they're gonna get some sort of dig concept to the front side, which we like versus two high. So it's really a two high, single high read. So backside, we got slant, flat. We're gonna get, I think he's the sit with the dig or vice versa, one or the other. So too high, you'll work this front side, high low the linebacker, single high, you'll work the slant flat backside. So all eyes on this safety is really the indicator. What is he going to do to give me an indication? Is it single high or too high? Right now you're thinking possibly too high. Snap of the ball. Where's he go? Where's he go? Another indicator too. Watch this linebacker right here. Little tells. So as soon as he moves inside, someone's got to come down. So now it's on like, okay, it's three insert, safety's coming down. Now I'm starting to get a little bit even pre-snap that, hey, we're going to be rotating to the strong side. So there's the indication he goes back. So now we're going to go slant, flat backside. And that ball could have been a little bit earlier. Like his eyes, look at it. Just watch his eyes. Where are you looking at? Why are we confirming? You saw the safety go to the middle of the field. Like the ball is late. It's a completion. You went to the right spot, but why did you look, relook to check the safety? You saw him go to the middle of the field. Like right there, let's rip that slant. And then ugh. I actually didn't catch that the first time I watched it. I just caught it right there. All right, best throw of the night right here. This is the out and up. You're going to get the whole shot versus cover two. So clear route. So this is a high safety cloud corner, and you get this little out and up down the sideline. Let me move it down a little bit so y'all can see a little bit better. Here we go. Ah. All right, so there's the out and up. Whole shot. I mean, throws it on time, anticipates it, beautiful. Like that's good footwork on time, and just trusted it and let it rip. One of the few times we actually saw him do that in the game. Or we need a little sprint out to a smash concept. So just a high low. You'll get a flat with a corner on top of it. I think they run like an Omaha with it. Am I on the right play? Next play. It's going to be to his left. Just a hair bit late. Makes the right decision, but the ball just has to come out a little bit faster. So you'll get that Omaha. You're going to get this corner. And this guy's so off. Just take the completion now. Like, ball is out. Ball should have been out. This guy's turned. He's waiting for it. He's waiting for it. He's waiting for it. You're just inviting danger for someone coming underneath. Like, I know it's to your left, but that ball needs to be out. Instead, it's a catch. It's behind, and then he has to go out of bounds. So it's just like, ball now. Ball is out now. Those two extra steps cost him 3-4 yards right there. All right, there's a nice two plays right here, play calling wise. Bad defense on this first one. It's going to be cover zero. I think they're trying to knock him out of field goal range. They're bringing all out blitz. So anytime you play cover zero, you have to play defensively inside leverage. There's no support. All these guys are blitzing. This defender has to play inside to force outbreaking routes. So cover zero, you like outbreaking routes. This should not get open. Instead, look at the leverage. He's outside. Oklahoma takes advantage of it. Good job reading it and then making the throw. Could have been a hair bit earlier, but still get the completion for the first down. And then they come back in a 3rd and 4 situation. And they just ran this other play a few plays ago. And instead of getting this, now we're going to get the outbreaking route. So really set this play up nicely. Now you see this DB is inside leverage, even though I don't believe it's cover zero. I think it's still some sort of 5-man pressure, man coverage. So you're not you once again don't have inside support. It actually may end up being zero. They may be green dogging these linebackers. But anyways, now you get the outside outbreaking route on time, in rhythm, and you get the first down. So really good job of playing off of the play you called earlier. Nice route, good throw, and you get the first down. So, overall thoughts, man. Hey, a win's a win. Love coaching off a win, but footwork is sloppy. Not very decisive with his throws, besides a handful of them in the game. I just think that there's a lot that this offense still needs to work through if they truly want to contend and get into the playoffs. So appreciate y'all watching. Like, subscribe. We'll have many more of these here in the near future. Have a great one.